Ladies and gentlemen, good morning and welcome back to the channel. So dude, where do I even start right now? We have so many cool things happening in the very near future here on the TRD Pro, starting with Westcott Designs doing the alignment, which needs to be done ASAP because yeah, as you guys can see, the alignment is all cattywampus. We have some pretty positive camber going on here. So 88 Rotors did a great job installing the kit, but they don't do alignment. So we're having Westcott Designs do it this Friday morning. And yes, for sure this time, we're heading down to Arizona Thursday morning, hopefully with the wheels and tires, to have them install the wheels and tires as well, because that's the plan. That's what I'm being told is the wheels and tires are ready for pickup on Thursday morning. And then the day after we get home, we have something going on to the front end here to make it a little more off-road capable, if you will. So it's gonna be the very first one, not even in production yet from this company, to do something here on the front end. That's all I'm gonna say for right now. And then also too, this one's gonna tease you guys. KPMF is dropping a couple new colors this year at SEMA 2023, and they are giving me the very first pick at whichever color I want, and I chose the color out. And if you guys thought the blue popped or the Verde Solaris, it's gonna pop a little bit harder, and I'll have the very first roll that's not even released yet. So pretty cool stuff right there. So anyways, yeah, a lot of cool things coming, I'm telling you guys. Dude, not bad. The Aquatic Life water deionizer is pretty legit. This thing's pretty dang spot free. Looking right for our road trip tomorrow, driving 400 miles to Arizona. It's gonna be all clapped out again. But hey, in the meantime, tonight it does look pretty good. I have a couple things in the truck right now that are all very affordable things that I feel like are worth sharing for you guys, that are most of which vehicle specific, but some things that are not, that I recently picked up that I want to throw on here really quick and show you guys what those things are. So take one of the final good looks of this thing with the, first of all, the messed up camber, because yeah, I don't know how these things are gonna hold up through a 400-mile road trip with that much camber going on, but we're swapping the tires anyways, so we'll be all right. All right, so let's start with the interior. And if you guys know, then you know that on these new Tundras, the gear select surround is a very delicate surface. I mean, I've wiped this thing one time so far with a microfiber towel, and if I were to use my fingertips here, you can probably see me marring the surface up. Look at this. Look at that. That's crazy. It's so delicate. It looks so good when it's brand new, but then you wipe it a few times and it looks just like that. It's insane. Like, look at this. It's so delicate. My fingertips are putting literal swirls into it. So yeah, you guys are probably cringing watching me do this, but it's all good because we have a cover for it from the Yodaverse website, where it's a peel and stick, pretty straightforward. You don't have to use like a solution to spray on there and squeegee on, similar to the clear films, which if you want to use a clear film to keep the gloss finish, that's a different option. But this here is going to be a matte black finish to kind of give it a, I guess, uniform look in here to kind of match all the areas around it. But the gloss black is nice. It just won't look nice for very long with how delicate it is. So we'll slap this on there and see how it looks and give that area right there some protection it needs, because that ain't it. So on the back side here is the double-sided sticky tape, so we'll peel all of that. Now I'm gonna prepare the surface for the sticky tape to go on. Preparation is key, so I'm hitting it with the alcohol wipe pad. Didn't come in the kit, but I have my own, so we're good there. But make sure it's all nice and cleaned up first. You're ready to lay this thing down like that. Perfect. And then I guess bend that part up a little bit. There we go. Make sure we're all lined up. Doing this one-handed, not left-handed either. So it is raised up as compared to a like clear film, which I've done on my SR5. This is raised up, but actually it's pretty cool because now it sits more flush with the area around it. That's pretty cool actually, and it kind of gives the controls here like a more like recessed look, kind of. Not by much, but a little bit. But it is cool, very clean look how it goes in, nice and flush with the surrounding area. So pretty cool stuff right there. But yeah, also gives us a uniform matte black finish all the way through to match kind of every other part of the interior. Now the mess we've made from that mod right there leads me to the second thing that's super cheap, bought it on Amazon, and that's this mini trash can that goes in the cup holder right here. Dude, this thing comes in handy like you wouldn't believe. It keeps the interior nice and clean, puts all the trash in one spot, and it's got some pretty good room to it too. So we will demonstrate right now. Bam, look at that. Like it was nothing. And now all this right here, go ahead and toss that in too. Bam, just like that. So yeah, it fits in the cup holder real nice. And yeah, bought it on Amazon, super cheap. I'll link that down below for you guys as well. Super easy to dispose of your trash. The lid comes right off, just like that, and then empty it out, and you are good to go. Just don't mistake that for a drinking cup and start drinking your trash. Hopefully to your passengers, it's pretty evident what it is, and they're not drinking your trash. That would be a little awkward. So now I'll take the key fob and throw it in a key fob case from Yodaverse as well by AJT. This thing looks really cool, so let's bust it out and check it out. Wow, that thing is it's pretty beefy. Super cool, looks cooler. Feels like more of a solid grip to your key fob. Throw these buttons out and line everything up. Okay, so it goes lock on top, unlock, second one down, gate hold, and then the last one is panic. Now I'm gonna take apart the original key fob. Pretty easy. Take the valet key out of it and then just use that as a place to pry it open. And then we'll take the little motherboard out, like so. Now we'll take the new key fob case and throw the board in there with the battery facing down. Fits nice and snug. And then I'll grab the top portion and make sure the buttons don't fall out. So I'll leave the buttons facing down. You guys can see that. And then I'll throw this right on top. Oh, that's sick. The screws go in from the top. Came with a wrench. Last one. Dude, this thing is so cool. All right. And there we go. I mean, when you share the same key fob as a minivan, you definitely want to change it up. So there you have it from AJT Design, sold on Yodaverse's website. That's super cool. Let's try it out. Lock, unlock. That click is really nice too. You guys hear it? Very nice click as well. I mean, look at that, dude. That makes way more sense. Focus, there you go. Next thing's pretty small, but definitely comes in handy if you're an avid off-roader and air down before hitting trails. This is gonna be a major key for you because you don't wanna be me. I've been that guy who uses their fingernail or like a dime or a penny to air down the tires before hitting the trail. And yeah, don't be that guy. This here is an automatic tire deflator. There's 4 of them in here. And it's a super, it's small. It's easy to stow away in the glove box or center console. It takes up no room at all. But definitely, I mean, comes in handy for sure when preparing yourself for the trail ahead. To air down, this is a major key. I have onboard air coming soon too, so I'll get that hooked up as well, which will go hand in hand with this right here. Airing back up is definitely a thing to consider too, but airing down with this right here, which is very like heavy too, very solid feel to it. But yeah, it's gonna take a lot of work and a lot of time out of airing down. I've been that guy who airs down with his finger. It's not the move. So got these now and can't wait to try them out. These are also on Yodaverse's website. Now hopping back into the interior, we got this phone mount designed for the 22 and up Tundra or the 23 and up Sequoia. It is vehicle specific. It clips right onto the air vent right there, and it's designed for 4x4 trails. So it holds on a lot better than your average phone mount, and it's fit for a universal phone sizing. So not like phone specific, universal phone holder, but it is designed for this exact air vent. So very heavy feel to it. That is the first impression so far. One-handed is not always easy. So the idea is to, and it goes on either side, by the way. You can do it on this side or that side, but I'm doing mine here on the driver's side. So there's a little bit of a lip behind the vent there, right? So what you want to do is like get this to hook on that, and then you tighten up the head right there and it secures it. So pro tip here is to push down on the bolt head, and then that'll give us room to get around that lip. And once we feel it kind of hook, which there it is right there, boom. Okay, so it's hooked. Now I'm gonna tighten down the head here, and I'm going to secure it onto the air vent. Okay, so now take the rest of it. Let's go ahead and secure this guy down. And that's pretty much it. Nothing impeding our ability to move the air vent as it was designed. So pretty cool right there. And yeah, dude, it looks pretty dope. So there you guys have it, the off-road phone mount. All right, so we're going a little forward in time right now. I'm filming the next video right now. I'm about 2.5 hours away from Phoenix right now. I picked the wheels and tires up this morning. They are in the bed of the truck. Give you guys a little snippet right there. That's all you're gonna get though. But I do want to conclude the video by saying that all the stuff that we installed into the truck today, including this phone mount, dude, is awesome. I think this phone mount in particular is really, really cool. Been using it for the last couple of hours in the desert, and super easy to mount your phone up to it and to take your phone right off of it. It's got a real firm grip on the phone itself, but also right there onto the air vent itself is a very firm grip too. So I think no matter what you guys put it through, no matter what terrain you're on, this thing is definitely going to support your phone, that is for sure. Anyways, that's all I have for you guys for today. Heading off to Phoenix right now, about 2.5 hours that way, and we're getting this thing dialed in tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. Get the wheels and tires put on, get the alignment done. That's all I have for you guys for today. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Till then, peace.